Hey everyone, welcome back to So Far So Gay. I'm Yasmin.
And I'm Sophie.
And today we'll be giving top tips on how to come out. Important note, we are not professionals, we're not qualified counsellors or psychologists, so this is all purely based on our own experience, from our own perspective, and it's our opinions. We're not telling you how to come out, these are just our tips. Tip number 1, I don't think there's a correct age to come out. It depends on many things. It's when you're ready, full stop. You may be ready when you're 14, you may be ready when you're 40. It does not matter, there's no correct age. Don't think that because you're in your 30s it's too late and you know, that's fine. If you're ready when you're 30 or when you're 40, that's when you're ready. It's when you feel confident enough to come out, when you're in a position where you want to share that information. Tip number 2, we both think that it's very important to give someone the heads up that you want to actually have a conversation with them.
Yeah, it's best not to, just throw it on someone as a surprise, and then, it kind of might startle someone. They may not, be ready or prepared mentally. So it's always good just to give a little heads up. Maybe if you want to sit down and have that conversation, to let the person know, whoever you want to come out to, whether it be your parents or your best friend or your sibling. Just say maybe, you'd like to have a conversation with them. At least it gives them some heads up.
We may have an expectation, and that's another thing that I'll get into, but we do need to give them that processing time. Some people may not need it. Some people may be absolutely fine and they'll be like, great, yeah, I knew already. Other people may need to take a week to kind of digest it, to process it, for many reasons, and that's fine. Respect that. It's not a problem. Give them that time, and well done for having the courage to come out and tell them. I think that kind of links in with another one of our tips, which would be tip number 3, and that is don't have any expectation. I mean, this, again, it's circumstantial, but it's easier when you don't have this huge positive expectation that they're going to be absolutely fine with it and everything's going to be great and we all live happily ever after. Because in some cases that doesn't happen.
Some people may never understand it or really accept it, but just understand that, everyone has a different processing time, and, some people need a lot of time. Some people don't need any time at all. They're like, okay, cool, all right. And life goes on. Obviously that's the best situation you could be in. It's ideal, but it's not always real life. So you have to be prepared to, understand that people may need a bit more time, and accept it and understand that that is okay.
It's a safer place to begin with when your expectation isn't up here, and instead you're just going in with it could go either way approach. It just makes it easier for you because then you're ready, and if it doesn't go the way you expect it to go, it will hurt a little bit less. Number 4, there is no right or wrong way of coming out. That doesn't exist. It's what works for you, and based on the person you're coming out to as well, that will influence how you come out. People can say there is a right and wrong way, do this, say this. No, it's BS. There is no right and wrong way. It's what works for you. You may be coming out to your grandmother who is, we're talking about an older generation. They don't understand it. They may be ignorant. Bless them, they just don't know what it is. They're not educated in that way. They don't understand it.
And they never will.
Exactly. So that's a great example of that. You might have to tell them and educate them at the same time. Tough job. I mean, good luck. That is a very tough job, but well done if you have the courage to do that. I rate you for that, but obviously the process will be different. You're not going to just go, hey Nan, you know what, I'm a lesbian, and likely you don't want to give her a heart attack. They might not be ready for that.
Yeah.
But if you're coming out to your sibling or to your best friend who is from your generation, likelihood is they'll be a bit more open-minded. There's no right or wrong way. It depends on who you are sharing this information with. Okay? That's very important.
Agreed.
I've lost track of the numbers of the tips. Forget the tip numbers.
The next one.
The next tip. Don't feel that because you've told one person, you need to tell everyone. I tell my best friend I'm a lesbian, but I have another best friend too. So I have 2 best friends, and I've told one. So I feel bad, now I need to tell the other. No, that's absolutely fine. Listen, it's your life, it's your story. It's completely down to you who you tell and when you tell. You should have no guilt. You should not feel bad about telling one person and not telling the other. You don't have to share it with everyone. Because I've told my mum I'm lesbian, now I need to tell all of my friends and my family and
now I need to go change my Facebook status. No.
Yeah.
You may, if you like, if you feel confident enough to, incredible, like go for it. But it's, you know, it's not the situation. You don't have to, don't feel obliged, like, oh my God, I need to like, tell the world.
Yeah.
You know, everything in steps as you are ready.
Yeah. And if you don't trust someone with the information, just don't tell them. Because it's awful when you tell someone something that you don't want them to share, then they go ahead and share it, and all of a sudden everyone knows, but you weren't ready.
Yeah.
So make sure that you're very selective with who you are sharing this information with if you don't want it to be out there.
If you're not quite ready
yeah.
for it potentially to be, you know, told to everyone who you haven't told yet, which is why we, you know, say do things when you're ready, because if you're, you know, finally confident enough in yourself and everything, then it won't be a problem if, you know, this one tells that one and you're like, cool, whatever, everyone knows, all good.
I hate it when you tell someone that you're a lesbian or you're gay or you're bisexual or you're whatever you are, you come out to someone and then the first and immediate reaction is, you should have told me sooner. Why didn't you tell me before? Why did you take so long to tell me? How comes you told your cousin and you didn't tell me? That is selfish. They are making it about them, and it's not about them. It's about you. So just don't feel guilty about it. Don't feel bad. It's when you're ready and who you're ready to tell. It's awful. It's awful that you take the courage and you're trusting someone enough to share this information with them, something that you've kept to yourself for so long, and you're trusting someone enough to share this with them, and the first thing they say is, oh, how come you didn't tell me sooner? Oh my God, you told them and you didn't tell me. Well, yes, and that's fine, you know, but don't let people make it about them. And if they do, don't feel bad about it, because you shouldn't. It's about you. And if anything, they should be saying, or their mindset should be, oh my God, thank you so much for trusting me with this information, and I support you all the way. Our last tip, you may have very homophobic parents, or you may be surrounded by people who are not as open-minded as you'd hope, but particularly focusing on the teenager or the child or the 40-year-old still living with their parents, may be the case, that's fine. If you're not in an independent position to come out and you already predict and know that they're not going to take it well, probably best not to take the risk until you're independent and safe enough to do so. You're living with your parents, you're financially dependent, you need that roof over your head, and you suspect that if you come out, they're going to kick you out the house, or they're going to stop, you know, giving you your £20 or $20 a week to go and have a meal with your friends or whatever, then it's probably just weigh it out. Is it a good thing to come out now, or shall I wait until I'm independent? Because you will be independent one day. You will have your own job. You'll be able to finance your own life. You'll have a roof over your head, and you'll be in a safe position where if you come out, you're not going to be left homeless. You're not going to be on the street. It takes that weight off your back. So I think that's very important, to just know your circumstances, know who you're coming out to.
This isn't like a definite, like, if this is your situation, don't come out. It's not.
No,
it's not what Yasmin's saying, but more so just, you know, weigh it up. Know, you know, your situation. Obviously, only you are going to know your situation. No one else will. Yeah. So you know the right thing for you to do, and it is only the right thing for you to do. If you feel comfortable enough, even if, let's say, you know it's not really going to pan out the way you want it to, and maybe, let's say, your parents might not be as accepting, and it may be very difficult, as long as you are willing to live through that whilst they are, you know, coming to terms with it, and know it's going to be a rocky road. You know, go for it.
Actually, you may want to come out knowing that they're not going to take it well, and say, you know what, it's fine, because I've weighed it out, and my well-being and the way I'm going to feel and that weight off my back is more important to me than not having my, you know, $20 a week, or not having a roof over my head. You know what, that's fine. I can go to my friend's house. You know, that's fine. So just weigh it out. It's based on your circumstances. There's no right or wrong way. But those are very important tips that we just wanted to share with you, based on our experience, based on our friends' experience and purely our perspective. I repeat, we're not qualified psychologists or counsellors. It's only our opinion. There's no right or wrong way. If you like this video and you want to see more of our videos, make sure you subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Also, if we missed any tips, or if you want to share your story or you have any questions, comment.
Hit the subscribe button and press the bell to get notified when our new videos come out. Thank you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.